After 60, falls don't happen because you're unlucky. They happen because 3 specific muscle systems have quietly gone offline, and no one told you which ones or how to switch them back on. The European Working Group on Sarcopenia confirmed in 2019 that after age 50, adults lose up to 2% of muscle mass each year, and strength declines even faster at up to 5% annually. The muscles that go first are exactly the ones that keep you upright. The CDC reports that falls are the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injury in adults over 65. 1 in 4 older adults falls each year. But a fall is the end result of a process that began years earlier. In this video, 3 specific strength exercises for your legs, your hips, and your nervous system that target the exact systems responsible. Most people believe the sit to stand, simply rising from a chair, is too basic to matter for balance. Here is what no one tells you. In orthopedics, it is one of the most important lower body function tests we have. Your quadriceps, gluteus maximus, and deep hip stabilizers control nearly every essential daily task. Rising from a car seat, getting up from the toilet, stabilizing your body when you reach forward. When these muscles lose strength, the body finds workarounds. It shifts weight forward before rising, using the upper body as a counterweight. It braces hands on armrests to fill the gap. It rocks slightly before committing to standing. These compensations feel entirely normal until the chair is lower than expected, the surface is uneven, or the armrests aren't there. That is when the missing strength announces itself. A meta-analysis in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, drawing on 30 studies, found that lower extremity weakness nearly doubled the odds of a fall, with an odds ratio of 1.76. For recurrent falls, the risk tripled. That is not a coincidence. It is a direct mechanical consequence. How to do it. Feet hip-width apart, toes forward. Brace your core gently. Lower yourself slowly, a full 3 seconds, until you lightly touch the chair. Press through your heels and stand. No hands. Start with 8 repetitions, rest, repeat, 3 days per week. Barbara, 68, a retired pharmacist, had been pushing herself up from her car seat with both hands for over a year. She assumed it was aging. 6 weeks into this routine, she stood up without hands and didn't notice until she was halfway to the door. The next exercise targets something walking never trains: the muscles that catch you when balance tips sideways. Most falls don't happen forward, they happen sideways, a sudden shift, an unexpected step, a moment where the body tips and nothing stops it. The reason is a muscle most people have never heard of, the gluteus medius. On the outer side of your hip, it keeps your pelvis level with every step. When it weakens, the pelvis tilts, just a degree or two, each time a foot leaves the ground. Think of it as a platform that was level, becoming slightly uneven with every stride. That small tilt forces the spine to compensate laterally, shifts extra load onto the knee of the standing leg, and moves your center of gravity unpredictably with each step. over thousands of steps a day, the cumulative effect is significant. A 2014 study in BMC Geriatrics found that community-dwelling older adults who had fallen showed significantly lower gluteal muscle quality than non-fallers. Hip abductor weakness was among the strongest predictors of lateral instability, more predictive than walking speed. How to do it. Stand beside a chair or counter, one hand resting lightly on it. Back tall, torso still. Slowly lift one straight leg to the side, no more than 18 inches. Hold 1 second. Lower slowly over 3 seconds. Toes face forward throughout. 8 repetitions each side. 2 sets, 3 days per week. George, 74, a former carpenter, had started grabbing walls when turning in narrow spaces. He thought it was his knees. After 4 weeks of this exercise, his wife noticed he had stopped. He hadn't realized until she pointed it out. The final exercise is the one most people avoid because it looks too simple. Researchers at the National Institute on Aging call it the strongest predictor of fall risk they can measure without equipment. The exercise is single leg standing. Still, eyes open, 10 seconds. That sounds almost insultingly simple until you understand what it actually trains. This is not a steadiness test. It is a full circuit training session for the nervous system, simultaneously engaging your brain, muscles, joints, and inner ear to recalibrate how they talk to each other. That pathway is called proprioception, your body's internal positioning system. After 60, it fades silently every year. Think of proprioception as a silent data feed, continuously sending your brain position signals about every joint angle, every weight shift, every ankle adjustment, without any visual input required. As this system loses precision with age, the gap between a stumble and a recovery response widens. Not dramatically, fractions of a second, but in a fall, fractions of a second determine everything. Single leg standing reactivates that data feed by forcing it to work under load. Research published in BMC Geriatrics found that community-dwelling older adults who could not hold single-leg stance for more than 6.5 seconds faced a significantly elevated fall risk. A related analysis found that failing this simple test increased the odds of a future fall by 58%. A number that tells you exactly what a few seconds of practice is worth. And here is what makes it uniquely powerful for bone health. Single leg stance loads the femur asymmetrically, the exact mechanical signal bones respond to by building density. Every second you balance, you are telling your skeleton to stay strong. How to do it. Stand beside a counter, one hand close but resting nowhere. Transfer your weight fully onto one leg. Notice the 3 points of contact: heel, arch, toes, pressing into the floor. Lift the other foot a few inches. Eyes forward. Breathe. Hold 10 seconds. Switch sides. 3 repetitions each side. The detail most people miss: do not lock your standing knee. A soft, slightly bent knee activates the stabilizing muscles. A locked knee transfers load to the joint and trains nothing. As this becomes easier, progress to 15 seconds, then 20. Then, only when balance feels secure, briefly close your eyes. The instability you feel is your data feed navigating without visual input. Dorothy, 77, a retired music teacher, had given up hiking after 2 near stumbles on uneven ground. Her doctor advised flat surfaces only. After 8 weeks of daily single-leg standing, less than 5 minutes each morning, she completed a 40-minute trail walk. Her balance had not disappeared. It had simply been untrained. The effect goes beyond balance. Improved proprioception reduces chronic lower back pain, sharpens reaction time, and restores something no medication provides: the confidence of knowing your body will catch itself. 3 exercises. Each targets a different layer of the fall prevention system: lower body power, lateral hip stability, and neuromuscular coordination. The research is consistent and clear. No gym, no equipment. 10 minutes, 3 days per week. The first step is the only one that matters.